Hey ladies, so are you familiar with the nagging feeling that you're just not good enough no matter how much you achieve, how hard you work, how much time that you're investing? If you're new here, I'm Megan Ewing, and I'm here to guide you through and help you through the journey and the ups and downs and the highs and lows of entrepreneurship. Imposter syndrome is that sneaky feeling of self-doubt that kind of creeps up on us, making us feel like a fraud. And today, we're going to face it head on. So I know I've seen a lot of videos on imposter syndrome and kind of like the background and the this and the that and the this, but a lot of times when I see it, they don't give the personal touch. I suffer from imposter syndrome. I have for a very long time, and I'm dealing with it way better than I used to, but it doesn't negate the fact that it is a ongoing battle that a lot of people deal with and a lot of people don't talk about because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to admit that you don't feel good enough, that you feel like a fraud, that you're not sure if you should be charging that much, or you're not sure if you'll get clients, or are you giving the clients the exact value that you want them to receive. Or it's the spiral of thoughts that imposter syndrome gives you is just crazy. And I think it needs to be talked about more so people know how to deal with it and know that it's not just you. I don't know the exact statistic, but I would imagine it's most people. First off, I want everybody to understand, if you haven't heard of imposter syndrome, exactly what it is. So understanding what imposter syndrome is. All right, so I'm going to read the definition for you. Imposter syndrome is a psychological pattern where you doubt your accomplishments and have an internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud. It's not an actual disorder, but a specific form of intellectual self-doubt. So it's that feeling of, I don't know, if you work with clients, say for instance, my hardest part with clients is figuring out what to charge. I always undercharge. I always undercharge and overdeliver. And it makes me feel better. It's easier for me to work with people for free because it takes off that pressure. And then I know it just doesn't feel as guilty. Like, I know that I've spent 37 years of my life getting all of the knowledge that I have, paying for education, doing different things to put me in the position that I'm in. What does that relate to? So I think it's easy in a job. You're hired, you're given a title, you're given a salary, and you're given a schedule, and that's it. You know your worth, you know what you're expected, and you don't have to worry about anything more. As an entrepreneur, now you're setting your title, you're setting your income, you're setting your schedule, and it's hard. It's very hard. And I think it's one of the things that entrepreneurs don't talk about enough of there's ways to get past it. And of course, it's a big mindset shift, but everyone goes through it at some point. And I don't know that you can ever just fully get rid of imposter syndrome. Even as strong and as big as you are, you're going to keep growing. How do you recognize imposter syndrome in you or somebody else? So in yourself, it's crucial to recognize when you're experiencing it so you know how to address it head on. So are you often downplaying your success? Do you attribute your success to luck rather than your skills? These would be signs that you're dealing with imposter syndrome. So if you find yourself saying, oh, I just got lucky with that sale. Oh, I just got lucky with that client. You're not giving yourself enough credit. You're getting the sales because you deserve them. You're getting the clients because you are the best person to help them. They're coming to you. So I like positive affirmations, and that'll help you with imposter syndrome, where you just have to remind yourself of everything you've done. And sometimes it's good to look back at your accomplishments, look back at the old clients, look back at the old sales, look back at where was your life 5 years ago and what did you manage to create for your life? Because you can't fake that. And 5 years of luck just isn't going to happen. There has to be some skill and work behind it. Number 3, accept your achievements. So this is a hard one. So start accepting your achievements. Own them. You worked hard for them, so don't shy away from acknowledging them. Number 4, realize that no one is perfect. Remember that no one is perfect and everyone has faced some kind of failure at some point. Failure isn't the end. It's just a stepping stone towards success. So I think, especially in a day of content creation and social media, everyone's sharing their perfect moments, but I won't say no one, but a lot of people aren't sharing the hard moments, the not so pretty moments, the behind the scenes moments. They're happening, you're just not always seeing them. So no one's perfect. I'm far from perfect. And I tell my kids all the time, I mess up probably more than my kids could in a day. But I grow from it. My mess ups and my mistakes never stop me from continuing. It's just that little like, nope, there I go again. If you would have watched before I edit the videos, how much I stumble, how much I say how much I have to look at notes, it's crazy. And if I look back at videos from a few months ago, a few years ago, it's even worse. So to look at where I came from when I launched my YouTube channel to the videos that I'm creating now, it's amazing. It's an achievement. And it's still not perfect, but it's good. And I think it's great. And we don't give ourselves enough credit for the things that we do. And I think it's just something that we have to learn from. So, number 5, talk about it. Don't bottle up your feelings. Reach out and talk about your feelings with trusted friends or mentors. You'll be surprised how many people have felt the same way. A lot of times, and I don't know if it's just me or a lot of people or most people, we feel guilty sharing and talking about our accomplishments. It feels like we're bragging. It feels like we're showing off. And I was taught not to show off. So when I launched my business, it wasn't a big deal. It was to me, but I was so, and I think I mirrored it by saying I'm shy. I wasn't shy. I just was taught you're not supposed to brag. You're not supposed to show off. You're not supposed to flaunt. And it's not flaunting at all. It's seeing the work that you've put in and sharing it with the world, sharing your excitement. Your excitement is going to ignite something in someone else, and they may not have got that if you didn't share. So talk about it. Talk about your accomplishments. Talk about the books you write, the videos you put up, the short that got more likes than you could imagine, the reel that you decided to do spur of the moment and you accomplished it. Share the good things, the bad things, share it all, but talk about it. And find your group of people. I like to say like your core 5 people who you can really be open with about your feelings. You can really be open with about what you're going through. Because I guarantee if you have your core 5 and they're someone in relation to you when it comes to business, entrepreneurship, working, charging for themselves, anything like that, I guarantee if you bring up, I don't feel like I deserve the $300 an hour. I don't feel like I deserve to make that much. I don't know why people are buying my course. I don't think it's that good. One, they're going to look at you and be like, are you crazy? Of course it's that good. Did you see what you've done? Did you see the work that you put in? And then second thing, they're probably going to bring up a time when they felt the same way, where it's like, man, I got this client that reached out to me, but I couldn't even respond because I don't feel like I deserve it. I feel like I'm a fake. I feel like I'm not at that level yet. Maybe I should pass it on to someone else. And you're going to realize just how much you guys have in common with the imposter syndrome. So talk about it, open up about it, and it feels better to talk about things. So the biggest thing I want you to remember about imposter syndrome is feeling like an imposter means that you're pushing boundaries. It means that you're stepping out of your comfort zone. And that's where growth happens. So whether it's the gym, whether it's your business, whether it's your job, whether it's whatever it is, you're pushing a limit that you didn't push before, and it feels uncomfortable. So you can get scared by that uncomfortability and just retreat and back out, or overcome it and realize, just keep telling yourself, keep talking to yourself, keep people around you that encourage you. That's huge. I'll share this last little tidbit and then we can move on. But I was in a business partnership for a while, and I never felt good enough. The way they spoke to me never felt good enough. The way they micromanaged never felt good enough. And it took me a long time to understand my worth and leave And then it opened up this just influx of, wow, mentally I was being held down because the things that were going on in the partnership were making me believe that I wasn't deserving and I wasn't capable and I was less than, when there was none of that. It was just personal feelings that needed to be addressed. And I share that because the people that you're around have a huge impact on basically your mindset. And having the right people around to encourage you is really going to make a difference when it comes to imposter syndrome. So make sure, share your experiences with imposter syndrome below. I would love to read them in the comments. I'd love to kind of get your input, get your feedback, and share my feedback. Maybe we've experienced the same things and we can help each other through it. But don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe button for more insights and discussions on this entrepreneurial journey. Signing off, I am Ewing. So let's embrace success and break the chains of imposter syndrome together. See ya.